I have with me David Pakman. He is a progressive host and executive producer of the nationally syndicated radio and TV program, The David Pakman Show. And I wanted to talk to David Pakman. He is a beta male. David Pakman. He is a beta male. David Pakman. He is a beta male. David Pakman. He is a beta male.
Can you remind the audience, when you talk about being a beta male and being an alpha male, what are we talking about here?
There are males, most men today, male, they think and act like a woman. They're emotional, they are mentally off, they have no logic. And that's a beta male. They go along with homosexuality.
Hold on, whoa, Jesse, wait, we got to, that's a lot. That's a lot.
They agree with everything that's wrong. Abortion, they think and act just like a woman. A beta male does. But a non-beta male doesn't, because he's a logical thinking. And they're controlled by the darkness of David Pakman. He is a beta male. 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 David, you're not here to communicate. I really appreciate you coming around. I'm going to let you go. It's a waste of time to talk to you. We're not communicating. You're acting like an idiot.
Because you're asking bizarre questions.
You're acting like an idiot, and you're wasting my time. I appreciate you coming. All right, thank you for coming. Goodbye. Goodbye. Let him know. That's a progressive vote. All men who are progressive, all males who are progressive, are weak people. They are weak people, and what having people on it doesn't make sense.
If there is anything that needs to be satirized and remixed, it is Trump talking about massive dumps. And by the way, extra points, if you can sample Trump saying massive dumps and me talking about it in a song, please do it.
Big massive dumps. Dump big massive dumps.
Donald Trump insisted multiple times that it was massive dumps that led him to lose the election, which is just
on another level. On another level. Dumps. Dump big massive dumps. Dump big massive dumps.
You turn the faucet on in areas where there's tremendous amounts of water, where the water rushes out to sea, because you could have people are flushing toilets 10 times, 15 times, as opposed to once.
Dumps. Dump big massive dumps.
what is going on here? What is going on here? It's just beyond parody. I mean, massive dumps cost them the election. What is going on here? What is going on here? it's just beyond parody. I mean, massive dumps cost him the election. What is going on here? What is
Dumps.
massive dumps that
Dumps.
Well, it's 10 times.
Dumps.
multiple times. Massive dumps.
Dump. Big massive dumps.
What is going on here? What is going on here?
Dump. Big massive dumps.
It's Wow. Welcome, everybody. It is a new stream, and I truly can't even believe that I am here. I'm going to tell you what's been going on. There's so much to catch up on. I have dozens of browser tabs open, which will hopefully not lag the stream. But it's just amazing to be back. It's basically been December 2nd. It's basically been 25 days since the last real stream. I had an abortive false start stream at some point during my travels and vacation, but due to a combination of an underpowered computer, as well as just a bad internet connection, that it didn't go very well. We ended up having to reschedule the town hall for tomorrow and all these different things. So we're going to get caught up on everything. We're going to talk about the Omicron explosion, proposed or suggested vax requirements for flying, and so many different things. I don't even know where to start. I guess let me start with one announcement, which is, see over there where it's blacked out? Normally the super chats from YouTube would be there. Super chats are working, but YouTube has changed the back end of their streaming platform, where there used to be a section called viewer activity, and that's where we would screen capture super chats from. That tab is gone. So I'm waiting for our YouTube rep to tell me where else we can find those super chats. The super chats are working, I think. If someone sends one, I'll be able to say for sure. They're just not automatically showing up on the screen. So we'll get it figured out. We'll figure out how to get those back on the screen. We'll have to have some kind of alternative system or something like that. But yeah, I just don't know. People saying use a super chats are not part of the API, as best as I can tell, in terms of, like, for example, above me where it says Twitch subs 283, which, by the way, is a humiliating number. Like, please, nobody go and tell Hassan about that, because it's humiliating. That's using the Twitter API. So that's not a screen capture. Super chats, as far as I know, guys, how are super chats going to be Twitch events? It's a YouTube thing. How on earth would we get super chats from Twitch? That doesn't make any sense. Please give me good suggestions, guys. Please. Super chat is YouTube. There's no Twitch event that gives me super chats. It's not a Twitch feature. Anyway, we're gonna look into that. Okay, we're gonna look into that. And yeah, super chats work. So Verena Fraser just said, let's try. Andrew D'Angelo just sent a super chat. Okay, so super chats working, but just not on screen. Please don't beat me up over it. We're going to do everything we can. Okay, let me get to the first news element, because I want to talk about it, and then we have so much to talk about. I'm so glad you guys are here. It's going to be, I don't know how long the stream will be. It's going to be pretty wide. It'll be remarkably deep, but it may not be long. We are not on vacation this week. I am here. Last week, we were graced with Farron Destiny Cousins IV from Ring of Fire for 4 days of guest hosting. Producer Pat Ford filled in for me on Christmas Eve. I believe we're still allowed to say Christmas Eve, as Donald Trump would say. Yeah, so, it's all new shows this week. Okay, let's get into it. Fauci says domestic travel vax rule should be considered. Considered. Not very dictatorial to say, I don't know, maybe consider something. Seems quite measured, in fact. President Joe Biden's medical advisor said a domestic travel vaccination rule should be considered as the Omicron variant fuels record caseloads in some states. We have the video. Let's take a look at what he had to say.
Will you recommend to President Biden there should be a requirement for vaccination for domestic travel?
You know, I'm not going to tell you that for the simple reason is that I don't want to be publicly telling what I'm recommending to the president, because if then the president doesn't do it, I don't want to make it look he's going against it. The president
eminently reasonable
takes all recommendations, all discussions,
all of it.
And as a group, we make a decision about what's best to do. There are pros and cons to that. I mean, you've got to ask yourself why it is you're making that requirement. If you're making a requirement for vaccination for people to get on planes who are coming into the country, that's understandable. You don't want to bring more cases into the country. But if you're talking about requiring vaccination to get on a plane domestically, that is just another one of the requirements that I think is reasonable to consider. And I think that's what you're talking about when you heard me make a comment. You know, there's requirements that you might want to get if you want to get into college, or you want to go to a university, or you want to work in certain places. When you make vaccination a requirement, that's another incentive to get more people vaccinated. If you want to do that with domestic flights, I think that's something that seriously should be considered.
Yeah. So, eminently reasonable. I am. So now I hope everybody's relaxed for what I'm about to say, because I want you to listen to what I'm saying, not to what you think I'm saying. I would be in favor of this completely, and I've said it for a long time. And with Omicron, or the Omicron, as Joe Biden says, I do not believe we are going to vaccinate our way out of Omicron. Because it is so contagious, it is at the point where we are being told as contagious as the cold, as a cold. And so what the vaccines will do is reduce hospitalization and death, and hopefully to some degree transmission. 2 doses, apparently 30% effective at preventing symptomatic infection. 3 doses, 70%. But this thing is spreading like wildfire. Look at some of these data, or data, as some might say. This is in the United States. Look at that, 268,000 cases that we knew about on December 23rd. Probably just as many people are not getting tested who have it, because for so many people, this new variant is so mild. Probably 500,000 cases on December 23rd at minimum. Globally, we are seeing about 1 million a day. As you can see here, we had these very big numbers here, 989,000. And again, there's so many areas where testing is not capturing anywhere near all the cases. So the reason we need the vaccines is because they are extremely effective at keeping people out of the hospital and preventing people from dying. You know who recognized this the other day? Donald Trump, who told Candace Blowens, these vaccines are making it so that if you get it, you don't die. And he was completely correct about that. Completely correct. And here is an emergency room physician talking a little bit about this.
And folks that are vaccinated and unvaccinated, what's the kind of breakdown from your estimation of what you've been seeing?
I would say the vast majority of people coming into the ICU are those that are unvaccinated. There are a very few percent of people that are being admitted to the ICU that have been fully vaccinated, but usually those people are high-risk people that have critical illness anyways, and not healthy people that are fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
For folks that are unvaccinated, are they expressing any regret in not getting vaccinated before getting sick?
There has been some regrets. Some people stick to their beliefs about not getting vaccinated, but there I have been expressed by patients that they did wish they would have gotten vaccinated when they become severely ill.
Okay. And then we have a very interesting thread here from Dr. Craig Spencer, not only MD, but also MPH. I think it's important to mention Dr. Craig Spencer, a medical doctor, right? Dr. Jordan B. Peterson, not a medical doctor, still called doctor by many people, not a medical doctor. Okay. This is a very instructive thread. I've seen a lot of COVID in the ER recently. With so many people getting infected recently, some folks may wonder, what's the point of getting vaccinated at all? And is there really any value to a booster dose if I've had 2 Pfizer, Moderna, or a shot of J&J? My observations. Every patient I've seen with COVID that's had a 3rd booster dose has had mild symptoms. By mild, I mean mostly sore throat, lots of sore throat, fatigue, muscle pain, no difficulty breathing, no shortness of breath, all a little uncomfortable, but fine. Most patients I've seen that had 2 doses still had mild symptoms, but more than those who received a 3rd. More fatigue, more fever, more coughing, a little more miserable overall. But no shortness of breath or difficulty breathing, mostly fine. Most patients I've seen that had 1 J&J and had COVID were worse, felt horrible, fever for a few days or more, weak, tired, shortness of breath and cough. But no one needing hospitalization, not one needing oxygen. Not great, but not life-threatening. And almost every single patient I've taken care of that needed to be admitted has been unvaccinated. Everyone with profound shortness of breath, everyone whose oxygen dropped when they walked, everyone needing oxygen to breathe regularly. The point is, you're going to hear about a lot of people getting COVID in the coming days and weeks. Those that have been vaccinated and got a booster will mostly fare well with minimal symptoms. Those getting 2 doses might have a few more symptoms, but should still do well. Those who got a single J&J may have more, but have more protection than unvaccinated. But the burden falls on the unvaccinated, those who haven't gotten a single dose. They're the most likely to need oxygen. They're the most likely to have complications. They're the most likely to get admitted and the most likely to stay in the hospital for days or longer with severe COVID. Just observations from my recent shifts in the ER. No matter your political affiliation or thoughts on masks or where you live. As an ER doctor you'd trust with your life if you rolled into my emergency room at 3 a.m., I promise you, you'd rather face the oncoming Omicron wave vaccinated. Please be safe. Clip it, please, folks. Clip it, exactly. So I actually, I faced off against Omicron last week. And I'm going to tell you the story in a few days. I want the book to be written in full before I publish it. Okay? I faced off with the Omicron in the last week, and I'm going to tell everybody about it. Now, faced off, I'm using that language for a very specific reason. Okay? So everybody calm down. Everybody relax. We're going to be looking at all of it very, very strongly. So that's the Fauci stuff. We took care of that. We saw what he had to say. We saw this. We saw this. Okay. Very, very good. All right. What's going on this week? What exactly is going on this week? I'm going to be very upfront with everybody. We have had a disastrous, that's like 7 syllables, December. And partially because of technical elements that didn't go right and all these different things. It's been a very, very rough December. So I am here to tell you, I am conceivably willing to stream every day for the remainder of the year up to, and here's the important part, including New Year's Eve. So a lot of people are going to do the up to, right? But I'm doing up to and including New Year's Eve. Every day that we get 100 website members and Twitch subs, I will commit to streaming the next day. And we will do this all the way through the 31st, and we will do a New Year's Eve stream if we get all the way there. So I'm going to thank every single person who signs up because it's been so crazy. Oh boy, tested positive. Not me. I just got a message from a friend who I almost had dinner with last week, but we were able to waive it. We were waived off at the last second. Oh man, not good. Symptoms. Let's see what symptomatic elements he has. Oh boy. All right. We'll get back to him later. See what kind of symptoms he's dealing with. Okay, so, and in addition, I'm going to give you guys 2 other options for things that can be done. Number 1, if you get a full price yearly membership on my website, Obama, I will give you a free t-shirt if you want, okay? Full price yearly on the website, email info@davidpakman.com, we'll get a free t-shirt out to you. Second option, use the coupon code OBAMNA and just take the discount. Obama. Okay? And I want to say thank you to Evan Haney, who just signed up today and is new member number 1. We're also going to get back over to Twitch thank yous. Let's see how many we've got. I want to say thanks to, here we go, Billy Carpenter, Serwin, Beth, Small Fuzzy Moss, Life is Good, Weatherboxer, Physicist, Nasty Questions, Drewish, Nick Cannon, Liquid Ice, Jamlock, Flea Girl, Lily MW, Jen here with a gift, WX Forecaster, Astro Lycos, Samshung, David Ketchup, Bowflex Man, Matt Jachia, and M. Zara. That's 23. 23 plus 1. 3 plus 1 is 4, nothing to carry, and then a 2 puts us at 24, okay? If we get to 100 today, I will commit to a stream tomorrow. We do have the town hall on the Pack Live channel tomorrow. Internally, we call it Pack Live, Pacman Live. That's happening, but I will commit to at least an hour stream on all platforms, including Twitch, before the town hall if we get to 100 today. And Snippy Snips gifting 5, already rocketing us to 29. Okay, so we got that. I have 1,100 voicemails to go through with you guys, but we're going to go through those a little bit later because it's still early there. Let's move on to some other things. I have so many different things that people have sent me. First of all, we are seeing a completely unremarkable and cyclical price movement for the fruit known as mango. Nothing remarkable at all. There's been a lot of hay made about mango prices up under the Biden regime. We got to bring my mangoes back down. But actually, this is a mango chart price. It seems almost seasonal. Almost seasonal. And here's the latest. This is where the mango elements came from originally.
I love mangoes.
Mangoes?
My bag of mangoes up under Trump cost me $8.
I love mangoes too.
99 cents. Okay. Now that we are up under Biden's regime, my bag of mangoes now costs $11.99.
That seems like a pretty good deal. A bag of mangoes? Aren't mangoes like $3 each? That's it. I want $8 or $11. That sounds good.
The American people blind. It's highway robbery is what you're doing.
That's right.
Bring my mangoes back down.
That's right.
Bring them down.
Right about that.
The Wisconsin crowd not identifying with the mango material.
Disproportionately affected. Don't raise the price of fruit. Don't you want me to be healthy?
Okay, so we do have a remix that was done, which is just beautiful.
I love mangoes. My bag of mangoes. I love mangoes.
I love mangoes too.
99 cents. Okay. Now that we are up under Biden's regime, my bag of mangoes now costs $11.99.
That seems like a pretty good deal. A bag of mangoes. Aren't mangoes like $3 each? That's it. I want $8 or $11. Man, I just love this song. Whoops. Oh my God.
The American people blind. And highway robbery is what you're doing. Bring my mangoes back down. My bag of mangoes. My bag of mangoes.
Mangoes?
My bag of mangoes. Bring my mangoes back down. Raise the price of food. Don't raise the price of food. Don't raise the price of food. Bring my mangoes back down.
The Wisconsin crowd crowd identifying with the mangoes.
Disproportionately affected the American people. Those who want me to be healthy, healthy. Those who want me to be healthy. It's highway robbery is what you doing. Don't raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of fruit. Don't raise the price of fruit.
Mangoes? I would submit to you that that's the hardest hitting mango related music. I would argue the world over. It's hard for me to imagine any harder hitting mango song. I think anywhere. It's hard to imagine it. Okay. So that's number one. And then while we are on the topic of fruit, just to really close out the fruit arc of the show, I am going to, people were talking, I was looking for this plum recently that's like dark purple on the inside, and I have not been able to find exactly which one it is. I have found the perfect citrus fruit, okay? And I am about to disclose what it is. And I don't know if people want to guess. Anybody want to guess what citrus fruit I am about to essentially crown the best citrus fruit globally? Yuzu, lemon, kiwi. Is kiwi citrus? Grapefruit, persimmon, pomelo. We're going to get down to the oranges of the investigation. Some of these I don't even know if they're citrus fruit, but not a single person has said it. Bergamot. What the hell? A Meyer lemon. Man, nobody's got it. People are also listing non-citrus fruit, but that I don't really care about that. And I don't want any, by the way, if in 3 days Ian Vosh is talking about this fruit, or Destiny or Melina have audio drops like they stole Obama from me. Obama. If you hear about this, since no one's even guessing it, if anybody sees anything about this particular citrus fruit on any other stream, and if Ian Vosh takes it, we're going to have a problem. Maybe Tim Pool will steal it like my thumbnails. It came from this show because nobody is mentioning this fruit. Oh, there it is. Danish joint and Samsung. It is the Satsuma mandarin. I am ready to tell you this is the top citrus fruit the world over. 2 people got it correct. This is an extraordinary fruit. Look at this. Let me tell you about this insane fruit. Citrus unshu, also known as the Satsuma, okay? It's semi-seedless, which I love. It's actually completely seedless. Easy peeling. This is the key thing. Citrus species known as the Miyagawa, the unshu, a cold hardy mandarin, Satsuma. I know it as the Satsuma. Nartji, that looks almost Dutch, and tangerine. It was named after Unshu, a famous production area of mandarin origins in China in the late Edo period. Look at the history. It's so rich in history. It's said to have originated in Japan or China. Due to multiple genetic studies, we are actually doing the morphology. The theory is that the maternal species was Kishu, and the dad was Kunenbo. Imagine your dad is Kunenbo. That's how you end up like this. And it was created in the Satsuma province in Japan. Okay, what are the elements of it? Characteristics. Its fruit is, look at this, one of the sweetest citrus varieties. Love it. Usually seedless. Amazing. It can't reproduce. No need for birth control. About the size of other mandarins, no doubt about it. And this is the critical moment. Satsumas are known for loose, leathery skin. The fruit is easily peeled. There's a lot of these, and what's great is a lot of people think it's gone bad because they pick it up and it's completely soft to the touch. And if you picked up a regular, like a navel, and it was that soft, you'd say it's rancid. You'd say it's clearly gone bad. It's soft because of air between the flesh and the skin. And so people pick it up and oh, this must not be good. I swoop in and I just steal them. I mean, I don't mean I steal. I pay for them from the store, but I steal them out from other people's carts because people say this must be rancid. It's not rancid. This is the best citrus, okay? If Ian Vosh starts talking about it, Tim Pool, Melania, Hassan, if any of them start talking about Satsuma, you send them to me. Okay, you send them to me because this is the absolute. I have never seen anything like this. I really have not. I've been loading up on these. Is it good for juicing? I have no idea. Yeah, call me David Paxuma. Exactly right. All right, let me thank a few more people before we move on from the fruits. I want to say thanks to Stephen Register for signing up on my website. Brian Hark is a new member. Christopher Bruno signed up with the coupon code OBAMNA.
Obamna.
And Heather Jones signing up with the coupon code OBAMNA.
Obamna.
Putting us at 33. Also want to say thanks to everybody supporting via Twitch. That includes Slingblade, Epic Hatchet, Napa Skipdog, Lambert, Führer Diabolicus, A Danish Joint, Big Tasty, Ryan VV, Spatman Steve, and Bobo Fetra, putting us at 43. My promise to you today is that if we get to 100, I will commit to a stream tomorrow, and I am willing to stream every day up to and including New Year's Eve. We've never done a New Year's Eve stream before, and I will stream on New Year's Eve if we do that. We're 43% of the way there. All right? So I appreciate everybody who is here. Let me see what else we've got here. Okay, no, I think we're all good there. Oh, and again, 2 options for signing up today. If you pay full price for the year, I'll send you a free t-shirt, but you got to ask me for it. Email info@davidpacman.com. If you pay $60 for the year, okay? Or to pay almost nothing, use the coupon code OBAMNA.
Obamna.
And you'll get like 70% off or something crazy like that. All right? So all very, very exciting. Next item I have for you guys. I don't know how many of you were following, how many of you follow me on Twitter or Instagram, but this was very weird. During my break, a profile, it's like an AstroTurf profile, showed up on Twitter with my picture, and it's a very strange picture of me. Very, very strange picture of me. Someone supposedly named Bert, who is allegedly a husband, a father, and a happy Amazon employee, had the message, unions are good for some companies, but I don't want to have to shell out hundreds a month just for lawyers. And it's my picture. Now, what's really bonkers, let me see if the profile still exists. OK4AT. Oh my God, it's still there. I reported this to Twitter for impersonation. I reported this to Twitter for copyright because I own the copyright for this picture. As insane a picture as it is, with one strand, look at that strand of hair going down. This is a copyright violation. Like this, I get hit with bogus copyright all the time. This is a legit copyright violation. And the profile, I've reported it. And as far as I know, many of you have reported it. And it won't go away. Oh my God. And they're even, look at this. Oh, look at this. Who is this David Pacman? I'm Bert. And they even tweeted about the fact. Look at that. I tweeted, Twitter has reviewed it and says it's fine. And then this person actually retweeted that. So anyway, it's unbelievable. Oh my God, this person's getting followers. Didn't they just have like 12 followers and now they have 34? That's crazy. Don't follow them. So anyway, that's completely insane. It's extremely creepy. Extremely, extremely creepy. Okay? Here's another interesting thing. As an obvious joke, I tweeted the other day, we're no longer going to let unvaccinated people leave comments on our YouTube channel or even watch our videos, expecting major blowback. This is not only obviously a joke, it's also technically impossible. Like, you'd have to think to yourself, wait, does YouTube know if I'm vaccinated? If the answer is no, then how on earth could we prevent you from commenting or watching? And there were a bunch of people who replied acting as if I was serious. Let me see if I can find them here. A couple people seemed to think I was for real. Great idea. No, where was it? I was like, you've got to be kidding me, right? I get COVID, not good at all. No, this isn't it. There were a couple people who seemed to think it was for real. Maybe not. Maybe they were mass flagged. I think if you could weed out the moral superiority and the precarious logic and omission of inconvenient truths, you might be onto something. How can you enforce this? We can't. It's obviously a joke. It's hilarious watching people take this seriously. Yeah. No, it's crazy. Unfollowed, thank you, and I am vaccinated. Like, that's clearly someone taking it seriously. And they had to be told it's a joke. You can't be blocked from watching a video. Here's another one. You're making a valid point, but I think it's counterproductive. Oh, okay. No, this is a good point. The very people you're trying to talk sense into are the ones you want watching your videos. Yeah. Either way, I hope you can measure the results. No, they seem to think it's for real as well. This is so strange. Okay, DNC zombie. Okay, this person already doesn't like me. Okay. Oh, look at this. Thanks for letting us know. I like the new guy unsubscribed. Like clearly that's someone who thinks this is something we can really do. It's completely nuts. So anyway, we did that. So we got that. I got a ton of different like anti-mask and anti-vax freakouts and stuff like that. We can look at some of those. Oh, hold on. Let me say thank you to a few other people. Thanks to Douglas Hawley for signing up on my website. Michelle Dobbs just signed up with the coupon code Obamna. And Wojek Lowek just signed up with the coupon code Obamna. That puts us at 46. Okay, let me get to some super chats because since they're not showing up on screen today due to a technical problem, I have been unable to put them up. Mario Villa says, Satsuma, very important on the book The Sellout. Oh, that's interesting. The Sellout, Satsuma. Oh, I'm going to look into that. That looks interesting. So a cultural aspect to it. And let me see, were there any other super chats? I know that because they're not on the screen, a lot of people think they're not working. They actually are. Thanks to Osama Fathi for the €10 super chat. Appreciate that. Okay, a couple people are asking about whether Whitney called in during my break. She did. So I'm glad to do some Whitney voicemails, or we can do anti-mask stuff first. What do people prefer? We'll do both. Yeah, no, everybody relax. We're going to do both. Just a question of which one we do first. Couple voicemails. Okay, that's fine. Oh, and also over on Twitch, I want to say thank you to, hold on a second. Do You Grok, 6LJ, and Skittle Stew, putting us at 49. If we get to 100, I will commit to another stream tomorrow, and we'll keep going. We'll keep going all the way through New Year's Eve. Let's listen to a couple of these. Whitney voicemails. So we want Whitney and unread. Would you believe that there are currently 35 unread Whitney voicemails? Let's listen to a couple.
Hi, David. Not really feeling in the Christmas spirit, so I figured I'd call you. I was doing some thinking actually about like vaccines and stuff. So I'm like really appreciating people who stand up and vouch for vaccines because it's like, what if everybody was to get on the same side as like, well, we don't need vaccines and
A lot of really deep stuff there.
By the way, how are the calzones?
Let's see what else we've got.
You know what really, really infuriates me about racist people is that I could come up with an extremely good argument, have facts to back it up, have good vocabulary, have everything, be assertive, be right, and all these racist people have to say is, wow. Because they've been so amped up by their race card that they think all they have to say is, wow. Because they know that other people just want their side of the argument to be right, even though they're wrong.
Man, I don't know what she's talking about.
But anyways, the reason why I was talking to you in the first place was because I felt like some sort of compassion for you.
Thank you.
There was a girl when I was like 13 who like went around telling everybody that I was raped.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to move on. Here's a different one. This was all through my vacation. Whitney was just calling in.
Okay, so I just heard on the news that there was a doctor and he was like going into immense detail about the Omicron virus and then it started in South Africa. And he had to make a point of being like, with this kind of a thing, like we want to make sure to deal with it correctly and not blame the person, the place, the country where it started.
Man, it was just endless voicemails the entire vacation.
So just going based off of like my history lesson of what I've researched. So there was Richard III's family, and then like fast forward to the Holocaust.
It's a big skip.
After the English people tore down the monarchy, or at least tried to, and like kind of somewhat ruined their rule, and got slaves from Africa.
Let's do like one or two more. It's kind of bumming me out.
But I feel like the concept of therapy is really wacky in general, especially like in context in society and how it's being used and how it's been used in the past. It's been highly abusive. Like if you look up therapy and you look up the history of therapy, they're abusers.
Man, there's a lot going on here. Let's try one more.
So did you know that red hair originated in the Middle East where there's like Muslim religions prominent over there? And it's not in Egypt. In Egypt, they've changed to Christianity because they went up to Greece and then rewrote the Bible for themselves and then included.
Man, all right, we're gonna get away from that. Maybe just one more.
So like I supported gay rights when it was like I thought that like it was about gay people getting married like consensually. But when it's like, oh, well, they're going to marry the men and come out of the closet as gay, being like, oh, we're just using the men for money and basically neutering their brains with freaking medication because they have a mental illness, then and also mutilating children. So,
okay, all right. None of what she's saying is true. So that's that. Let me see if I have anything else from you guys. I did get a few from Jimmy from Philly while I was gone. Let's see what he had to say. It's pretty wacky stuff.
David, Jimmy from Philly. What? So I just watched your best new caller in history segment, and he sounds like my kind of guy.
You know, Jimmy actually got arrested during my vacation. This is not a joke, guys. This is not a joke. And he sort of like wants me to talk about it, but there's lawyers involved. It's actually pretty bad. So I'm not going to talk about it right now anyway. Yeah.
David, Jimmy from Philly. What? So, are you aware that Biden had some questionable advances towards his daughter in the shower? He might have even banged her, David.
That's absolutely untrue and completely disgusting and deplorable. He continued calling in.
Well, let me ask you, do you sometimes feel like you're just letting it hang out?
Oh, this is Jimmy now calling with some kind of like voice to text thing. I don't even get what this is. Then he called in again.
David, Jimmy from Philly. What? So you'll be happy to know that I just got my second community strike from the assholes at YouTube for talking about the rigged election. You know, the one where the most popular president ever won, that fucking potato in chief. Yeah, the one where he got 81 million votes. Yeah, well, what dumbass believes that?
So Jimmy having a bad day there, and then he made one more call.
David, Jimmy from Philly. What? So I was recently arrested.
Okay, so now
night.
he's talking about it.
So if you want to talk about it, let me know. Do it on Discord or so. I don't know if I'm working Wednesday. I think that's the day you do that shit. Isn't it Wednesday? But it's a fantastic story. It's like unbelievable what this girl did.
I think Jimmy's accused of actually assaulting a woman.
You know, and I got, of course, one of the best criminal attorneys in Philadelphia. But let me know. See ya.
Yeah, I don't see myself doing that, but I mean, since he called in, I've got the information here. He actually sent me, I don't know why, but he sent me his court documents. Let me see exactly what the arrest was for. Hold on a second here. It's all pretty unremarkable. Jimmy from Philly. I'm just going to say what the allegation is. Officers determined that there was probable cause to believe that Jimmy from Philly struck the victim multiple times and subjected the victim to unwanted physical contact. Jimmy from Philly shouted at the victim through her locked bedroom door that he would break it down and beat her. He then threw multiple household items at the door. He left and then came back with a rock and stated he intended to use the rock to break the victim's window. So the report does not say Jimmy from Philly. It has his actual name, but obviously I'm not going to do that. So Jimmy from Philly, very, very much in the court system at this point in time. That's it. Okay, so I don't think we're going to be doing any interview about that. Okay, a few super chats. Lily says, I had one J&J later Pfizer, which they called my booster. Now they say I'm only vaccinated, not boosted. How dangerous is Omicron now? Well, appears to be lower hospitalization rate, but extremely, extremely contagious. Mike says via super chat, David, breaking news, CDC recommends cutting isolation time from 10 to 5 days. Ah, that's good. If it's safe, obviously. Other super chats. I guess that's it. Okay. Seems to be all we have from the standpoint of super chats. I want to say thank you to Denaya Dawson, who just signed up with the coupon code Obamna, putting us at 50. Also want to say thanks to people supporting via Twitch, including C Missile, K Shreds, WebTech, Amber Reshkesh was here, Paul Blart Poopfart, and Vaderette, putting us at 56. As I mentioned, we've had a dramatic reduction in members due to lack of streams, some technical issues, and a bunch of different stuff. So if we get to 100 today and we're 56% of the way there, I will agree to do a stream tomorrow. That will give us 2 streams tomorrow because we've got the town hall tomorrow. If we do it tomorrow, I will stream Wednesday. If we do Wednesday, I'll stream Thursday. And if we do Thursday, I will commit to a New Year's Eve stream on Friday. So a lot of streaming, hopefully, to close out the year. And the town hall is at 6 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern. And it'll be only on the Pacman Live channel. Ferret Queen says, I did a super chat way back. You missed it. Yeah, because of how this is working today, I can only see back about 10 minutes. And I apologize that there's not much I can do about that. Okay, very good. All right, let's continue moving on. Let's do the mask stuff. Okay, so a lot of different mask elements. First of all, this was during the break, anti-maskers waving an American flag outside the local Applebee's.
And Applebee's is a success, bro. Let me get a flag wave real quick.
They got kicked out.
So, once again, 14 miles away with Applebee's, had no problem. They had freedom shirts.
The funny part is being so insistent on going to Applebee's that you go to multiple Applebee's to try to get in without a mask.
Oh, let me get some flags, bro. It's a victory. Yeah. There they are. Cheesecake 6, Applebee's 4. That's where we're going next.
We're going next, bro. I think there was another Applebee's mask incident too. Maybe they don't use the... Oh yeah, I think this was the incident in New York City.
Let me give it the charger. Let me give it the fucking charger. I'm on my live. That's it, right? My last on 988. Oh yeah, of course you're not trying to hurt me. You're just harassing me. You're not trying to hurt me. No, it's my job in the school system.
All right, anyway, all this mask stuff is so depressing. Good question in chat. Am I willing to eat a Satsuma mandarin on stream? If you're just joining us, I did outline the absolute best citrus fruit. It's called the Satsuma mandarin or Satsuma orange. If we get to 100 members, not only will I stream tomorrow before the town hall, I have a bunch of Satsumas in the fridge. I will show you exactly how easy they are to peel. And I can't really show you how delicious they are, but I will have one on stream tomorrow. So we'll add some fruit to the stream. If we get to 100 tomorrow, stream plus eating mandarin. It'll be really good. People asking what kind of a mask I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing a KN95 at this point. I've upgraded from just cloth to a KN95. Not wearing it outdoors, just indoors as required. Let's look at a couple others. This is now anti-masker goes shopping. These are just happening all the time. All the time. Let's take a look.
Right. So here we go. Let's go, bro. No. See, that's how you do it. And then you don't sign in. And now I'm going to walk through here with my camera this time.
Excuse me, sir, can you put a mask on?
Hey,
Can you put a
oh!
mask on?
Whoa! Hey, you can't push me around like that.
Can you put a mask on?
You can't push.
Can you put some mask on, mate? I'm asking you to put a mask on.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Hey, oh my God. Hey. Is this Australia? Because you do not see store employees manhandle customers in this way here.
Hey,
I'm asking you to leave the shop.
Calm down, Bird.
I'm asking you to leave the shop.
You can't refuse me service. It's my human right.
So I did not know that human rights covered access to particular businesses, but
it's my human right. My human right goes apart yours.
Good on you. Good on you. We're not discriminating against you, mate.
Yes, you are.
How? We've asked you to put a mask on.
Mask ain't law.
by the way, this guy now has his mask is so far down that like if either of these guys had COVID, they're definitely giving it to each other, standing this close and yelling.
Go tell the government that. Why are you wearing it on the train station? Why are you wearing it on the bus station?
I don't wear it anywhere.
Well, you're not coming in here. You've been banned for 2 years now.
You just refused me service.
Yeah, we can.
And you fucking started hounding. Bro, I got this all on video, mate.
Good.
Who are you?
Good.
Kyle.
Yeah, good.
Hey, Kyle.
Tough guy, mate. Big towel coming.
Oh, there it is. There's another one.
Yeah, you're not coming into the store. Told you that the other day.
Just because of a mask.
Told you that the other day. Yeah, you guys are right. This guy's been going to the same store for a while.
Yeah, you're not.
That's my human right.
No, I told
not
you.
wear a mask.
I told you you're trespassed from the store.
Which is 2 years, mate.
Don't come away.
This is going to be nice all over the Hellenville page, isn't it?
Yeah, you
guys look like really good guys.
Yeah, who's the one who ran up on the phone and said, I'm coming down? That was me. Yeah, we've got it recorded.
I'm telling you my legal right as a human being that I don't have to wear a mask.
Hold on a second. Is it a human right or is it a legal right? This guy doesn't have the best grasp of jurisdiction and anything.
No,
you do. No, I don't.
You don't have
it's not law. It got revoked on the 2nd of December.
You don't have to come in here then, mate. You're banned. You're banned.
So you guys are fucked up.
No, right.
You guys are
banned
fucked up
from the store.
Ooh.
So go away. Your simple choice.
You guys denied me service.
Inside.
You've denied me service twice now.
It's funny how he says you've denied me service as if that's a problem. Like, yeah, the business can deny. That's correct. The business has denied you service. Yes. Now, and what's next?
Good. That's it. Okay. Well, I've got some legal action to take against you fuckers.
Do whatever. Goodbye. And Kai.
See you, Cole.
See you, mate.
You abusive fucking asshole.
You're a big boy.
You're a big boy,
mate.
You're a big boy. You tried to fucking punch me, bro.
No, I didn't.
I've been in many fights. I could have fucking knocked you out.
You're a tough guy, eh?
That's what you get at minor team, guys.
Man, what a depressing series of events. Truly. Thank you to Nicholas Spano, who just signed up on my website with the coupon code OBAMNA. You are new member number 57. Also over on Twitch, I want to say thanks to AJ Scorpia, Fast N, Harry, and Tobes, putting us at 61. If we get to 100, we'll have a stream tomorrow, and I will peel a Satsuma mandarin for you guys on stream. I don't know why people care about that, but they're delicious, and I will do it. Also, thanks to Erroneous, new member number 62 today. Very much appreciate that. All right, let's keep going with the wackiness here. Here is a woman who called the cops because she was denied entry to a store for not wearing a mask. She called the police. Okay.
So you're one of the first people that I've called 911 who actually doesn't seem to understand that in the end, I'm actually the one with the rights. Even though it's mandated, it's not actually a law. It's based off of an state of emergency that we are no longer in. So
it's really not. I mean, a store can say you got to wear shoes or you got to wear a mask. It's not, I'm not saying they are literally the same thing, but the legal basis for it is there.
Currently a municipal code that is in effect. That's okay. I mean, you can say all you want. I do know in the end I have the right, and in the end, if I wanted to sue this gentleman, I could, and I will win.
911 doesn't get involved in lawsuits, you know? It's funny how many people think that they would win a lawsuit.
I'll work with Del Bigtree. I'll work with Robert Kennedy Jr. I'll work with...
Robert Kennedy's going to get involved. His wife, Cheryl Hines, required people at their own party to be vaccinated.
Hall, and those are names that you might not be familiar with, but I am. And
She'll also call Anthony Hopkins, Leo DiCaprio, and that guy Bartman, who ruined the Chicago Cubs shot at a World Series way back when. Everybody's going to help her.
Know that everyone who calls in order to have their rights be supported, to be able to shop by being able to breathe in O2, not CO2, they're all winning their cases.
Okay, ma'am. I'm going to send an officer out to you. Can you just wait outside, please, for me?
I will wait in my truck. Here's the thing. What's going to happen is the gentleman is going to close his door because they close in 4 minutes. I drove all the way out here to purchase a couple of items. So what exactly should I do? Because I'd like to just walk on in, grab the items.
At this point, if he's not allowing you in, he is the owner of the store. They have the right to refuse service to anybody.
He's not the owner.
Okay. Well,
doesn't matter if it's the owner, actually.
They still have a right to refuse service if he's an employee there. And I am going to send an officer out to you. They can talk to you once they arrive. I have no control over if they close the store in the meantime. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, so then you could just let the officer know that I'm leaving, and
Well, then there's no point in sending the officer. Imagine she's gone. The officer shows up and goes, "Did you refuse someone entry?" Yeah. Oh, okay.
You don't want us to come out then?
I don't want you to come out because all I really want is for you to support me, for me to be able to purchase a few items.
Okay, but I don't have control over them not letting you in at this point from the phone, and I am not able to tell them they can't close. So.
Oh, are you going live too? Huh?
I'm just recording.
You're recording me? That's fine. You are welcome to do your research to find that in the end, I'm
Ma'am,
actually right.
I don't care.
No, that's fine because
Yeah, it's like the employee is also not a lawyer. It's
I am here to be purchasing items. I'm not here to be speaking with an officer who knows that in the end, I'm the one who has the rights.
Ma'am, you hear
You're
them.
welcome to.
You hear me. I'm just doing my job. Can you step outside?
Yeah, And could you make sure that this gentleman gives me his name as well, ma'am, just through the phone? Can you at least help me to get his name? If I could have your name too, because you
My name's Aiden Bearpaw. I'm an employee here at Bones and Scones.
Good. Perfect.
Bones and Scones. I like that.
So at least I have your name, because if I wanted to, I could take it further, and I won't.
Okay, fine.
Oh, she's not going to take it any further. Okay, but she has the information now to be able to do it.
I'm not here to do that.
Okay, have a lovely day.
In the end, I was discriminated against for not being able to shop at your store.
That's your narrative.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. In fact, I'll just go live too for a second.
I mean, if
Why? It seems very pointless.
you want to.
Okay.
I'm just doing my job.
And I'm just
I
doing
have
my
rules.
job.
I will get in trouble if I let you in without a
Right.
mask. We have a lot of elderly
it.
customers. You know, it's
Because there are
a
no
county.
elderly customers
it
here.
really doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay. So,
Officer, could you ask her to step away from the door? She's
Bearpaw?
making me feel.
Oh, wait a second. So the cops show up. Hold on. Is there a second part here? Does anybody know where we can find the second part? I actually want to see the conversation. I'm trying to look see if there's anything. Oh, hold on. Maybe this gives us the information here. Oh no, is this even the same person? That doesn't seem to be it. Anybody know where we can find the part 2? Because I don't even know how I would find it. I really want to, if the officer is there, I really want to see part 2. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Woman calls the cops. Bones. Let me see if I search Twitter for Bones and Scones. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. I can go to TikTok for that user. Let's see.
Actually,
I can't even see what that says. Oh, Aphrodite. Okay, let's see here. TikTok. Oh, it's the employee. Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Oh, this is genius. That's the ticket. Let's see what happened with the police.
purchase a couple of items. So what exactly? Actually purchase a couple of items. So he's not the owner.
Okay.
Let's see.
You are welcome to do your research to find that. I can have your name too, because you.
Lovely
In
day.
the end,
I mean, if you want to.
Okay.
Ask. We have a lot of elderly customers.
Oh, no,
away
this
from the
is the
door.
same
She's
thing.
making me feel kind of unsafe with her.
Okay. No, maybe there isn't.
Purchase a couple of
Okay.
items. So
All right. I guess we're not going to be able to see it. That's really too bad. I was hoping to see what was going to happen there. Here's a woman on a delayed flight. This one isn't even masked. This just seems to be someone kind of losing it. Tries to knock on the cockpit door and claims to work for the airline. Let's see what this is about.
You really think they're going to open the door? Well, I'm not opening it. I'm not. They're not allowed to open it. Are you recording me? A lot of people are. Actually, it's just you, and you're making me really uncomfortable. I don't know why you're making us uncomfortable by getting us off this plane. I'm not. No one's getting off. I just want to know. That's an FAA violation.
Oh my God, this woman.
I'm not opening it. I'm knocking. I work for the airline. I understand what's FAA violation. I'm just trying to ask. If
Can you like start the flight, please?
they know, since the flight attendants don't know. If you work for the airline, you know that that's not allowed. I'm not opening it. I'm just knocking. I'm just trying to see. I mean, obviously they're not opening the door, so it's not like I'm barging in. I'm just trying to ask. I asked the flight attendants. They don't know. So I'm just
What's with the whiny voice? Man, what a level of entitlement. Okay, so next we're going to look at the Let's Go Brandon guy. Before we move on, I do want to say thanks to Sam the Sleazebag as well as Andre BMR for signing up via Twitch Prime, putting us at 64. As I said before, if you're just joining us, we are back. I am back, and we will potentially have every single day of the week, streams leading up to and including New Year's Eve. Tomorrow, we have a plan for the Pacman Live viewer town hall at 6 p.m. Eastern. If we get to 100, I will do a stream on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook before the town hall tomorrow. We are almost 2/3 of the way there. You can sign up at joinpacman.com. You can use the coupon code OBAMNA to get a huge discount. You can also pay full price for a year, and I'll send you a free t-shirt if you want. You can email info@davidpacman.com. You can also use your Bezos bucks and just grab a Twitch subscription. However we get to 100, we will lock in a stream for tomorrow, and then we will just take it day by day. Okay, we will take it day by day. Okay, let's talk about the Jared Schmeck thing. This was a viral story over the holiday weekend. Joe and Jill Biden spoke on the phone with some people. And in fact, we should probably even, just to be thorough, I should probably even play that clip. This guy got on the phone with them, and where is it here? Hold on a second. Where did that go? Oh, here it is. This guy got on the phone with Joe and Jill Biden and said, "Let's go, Brandon." And the right-wingers loved it. Here it is.
This isn't to you, Jared. This is to the kids.
That's right. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas.
Yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas as well. Merry Christmas, and let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree. Hey, by the way, are you in Oregon?
Now, I think Jill Biden recognizes what's going on because she has a very dejected mood here.
Where's your home? I think we lost him.
Yeah.
So it sort of seems like Jill Biden knows what's going on. Okay, so this guy, Jared Schmeck, claimed, "I'm not a Trumper. I don't even really dislike Biden. You know, I'm not some right-wing nut." But then he was on with Stephen Bannon today, and look at what he said. First of all, he's wearing a MAGA hat. And tell me this guy's not a Trumper.
I know it was said in a joking manner, in a humorous manner, but it's a very serious thing. And I mean,
this guy's upset that people are now annoyed with him.
For me to man, I got a chance right now to voice my disapproval of this man and his.
It's like you didn't really voice it because Joe Biden didn't even know what the hell you were talking about. It was a wasted opportunity.
Administration. And
what is that? You're John Q. Public. What is that disapproval? Can you define that for us?
Yeah. I mean, for me, "Let's go, Brandon" is, and I've said it in other articles. I am a Christian man. For me, it's God first and foremost. I don't follow any one man blindly. Some of the media has run with that and said I don't support Donald Trump. That's absolutely false. Donald Trump is my president, and he should still be president.
Well, he said I'm not a Trumper.
Right now, the election was 100% stolen.
So, not a Trumper, wearing "Make America Great Again" hat, believes the election was stolen by Joe Biden.
So I just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
But "Let's go, Brandon" is more than just F Joe Biden.
It's actually kind of not.
"Let's go, Brandon" encompasses the entirety of our frustration with Joe Biden, the administration, the leftist mob, the cancel culture, the mainstream media. They're the ones who made this.
The left, not a Trumper. He's sick of the leftist mob.
This a thing. And we're able, as conservatives, we're able to find humor in this. But there's terrible things going.
The funny thing is, I don't know how many of you guys have seen videos of Jim Brewer doing comedy, but the right can't do comedy and they don't understand satire. And now he's saying, well, this is a comedic movement. We're using comedy to get our points across. What?
Going on. We've got the debacle in Afghanistan. I mean, they're not even talking about that anymore. It's crazy to me how quickly they forgot that story and no one's talking about it. And there's still people trapped over there. We've got the supply chain issues. We've got the inflation rates. We've got terrible policies on abortion. I'm a very pro-life person, and absolutely terrible policies on abortion. And the border crisis.
By the way, this is a real question. Can someone in the chat tell me how abortion law federally has become more permissive under Biden since Trump was president? Can anyone in the chat tell me that? If anything, based on the Texas law, abortion rights have been curtailed since Joe Biden has become president. They haven't. Okay. Yeah, right. And of course, Roe v. Wade has 50 years of precedent. Yes, I know. Very good point, Green Man. Yeah, this guy's living in a fantasy world.
The federal mandates regarding vaccines. I mean, it just, there's more than I could even say.
The only thing I'm wondering is, how did this guy even get on the phone with Joe Biden? Like, what lie did he have to tell, or what was the vetting? I have absolutely no idea. I don't know how on earth this guy actually got on the phone with Joe Biden. Very, very strange stuff. Okay. Let me continue thanking people. Brooksy, Fish Phlegm, Constantly Sleepy, and John Oliver have signed up via Twitch Prime. I also want to say thank you to Lee Smith and Danny Thompson, who have signed up on my website, joinpacman.com, using the coupon code OBAMNA. New members 69 and 70. We are almost there, guys. It would be a tragedy if we were to fall short of locking in another stream tomorrow, in particular during which I will unveil one of my Satsuma, well, that's not Satsuma, one of my Satsuma mandarins. So let's just do it. Let's just do it. Okay, next thing. I don't remember who sent me this. This is my new favorite thing. This is a website in which you can type in anything. Like, for example, here I've typed in toilet, and you get instantly linked to when Trump said these words. So, like, theoretically, let's say we want to figure out where are those examples of when Trump would talk about flushing toilets. Okay, you just type in toilet and look at this. This is a treasure trove.
It's the sink, and you know the third element in the bathroom. But I don't say it, because every time I say it, they only talk about that one. Because it's sort of gross to talk about, right? So I won't talk about the fact that people have to flush their toilet 15 times. Okay? I will not talk about it. I'll only talk about showers, but there is three things. I won't talk about it. This way they can't report it. So what happens? I call my people environmental people. What?
Okay, so here's another one. It just directly links you to it. It's genius.
It's common sense. So now when you actually go into a new home and pay a lot of money, you turn on a faucet and water actually comes out. Isn't that nice? That was a regulation that was put in by a lot of people that don't understand life. Because you end up using the same amount of water. You just let it run 3 times longer. It's crazy. And one other thing I did, remember the old light bulb? The old light bulb was so great, and they put it out of business. It was much cheaper, and it had much better light. And you're all good-looking people, but you look better under the old light bulb than that horrible new light bulb, right? It cost you a fraction of the cost. Didn't last as long, but that's okay. But it cost you a fraction. I reinstituted and opened it up so they can sell both. They can sell the new one if you want it, and they can sell the old one. The old one's doing amazing business. Amazing business. And you know, the new one is considered hazardous waste. When you lose it, you're supposed to take it down to a dump, a specified dump. How many people are going to do that with a light bulb? Hey, you know, we lost this light bulb. Let's travel.
He's actually not mentioning the toilet here, but let's see where he gets to it.
8 miles outside of the city to get rid of it. It's hazardous waste. So I put the old bulb back in, and you can use the new one. You can use anything, I guess.
All right. Well, anyway, let's see another one. This is the best. Uh-oh.
Sinks, toilets, light bulbs. But sinks, toilets, and showers, you don't get any water. They put restrictors on, and now they made them permanent. People used to take them out. They put restrictors on. Try going and buying a new faucet. You turn it on, no water comes out, right? We won't talk about toilets, but you know that's 10, 15. But
All right, let's try. So it's fact-based. It's fact-based Trump search. What's another word? Let's see if we search for dumps. Let's see here. That video's unavailable.
Knew it and understood it well. Our nation's greatest political professionals were calling to congratulate me on our victory. Then suddenly everything started to disappear. Everything started to change.
Here it is.
The vote counting abruptly stopped in multiple states. In the middle of the night, a series of massive and statistically inconceivable vote dumps overturned the results in state after state.
Oh, this is just crazy. This is crazy. Oh, man. Here's another one. This is the best website maybe known to man.
Because we lost by a very close number. The alleged Biden margin of victory in several states is entirely accounted for by extraordinarily large midnight vote dumps. You saw them with going up to the sky. All extremely skewed to Biden. Like Biden would get 10,000 votes and Trump would get 3.
Oh my God. This is insane. Let's see if there's any others. This is the best way to search for it. You go right to it. It's
played
wild.
games, and games like nobody's ever seen before. This is the first time Republicans, or first time anyone has fought back. The 2020 election was rigged. It was a scam, and the whole world is watching, and they're laughing at our country. They're laughing at us. They know who won, and we won by a lot. The poll watchers were thrown out of buildings or put at very far away distances, but they were thrown out of buildings in numerous of the states. You have people that came in to vote, and they were told, I'm sorry, but you've already voted. We've received your ballot. No, I never voted. I'm very proud to vote. November 3rd, I'm very proud to vote. No, we have your ballot. And they would go in and they would sign a complaint, and in some cases they went home and they cried. They've never seen
It seems that the time codes are not necessarily exactly right.
anything like it. We have thousands and thousands of people that walked in. This shows you how arrogant the Democrats and others were in taking away and stealing an election, because that's what they've tried to do, is steal it. And the easy route for me, with everyone saying, oh, just focus on 2024, sir.
All right. So yeah, maybe it's not that one doesn't seem to go directly to it. This was actually the classic. This was where we were. Oh no, unavailable. That's too bad. Does it play over here? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's too bad. All right, let's try one more. Let's try sir combined with something else. Sir combined with what might give us something interesting. In the meantime, I do want to say thank you. Oh my goodness. Speaking of dumps, memberships just dumping in everywhere. Audie Roderick just signed up on my website. Hogan Garcia is a new member, and Tony Johnson all signing up with the code Obama. Putting us at 73. Over on Twitch, thanks to Lucan and Ageste, putting us at 75. We are almost there. We are almost there. Oh, Sir Wife Air. Let's see. Oh, this is the one. That's genius. Check this out.
And I think it came out of Los Angeles. I think they actually bought it in Los Angeles, which is such a... But they love the job she's doing. And yesterday they had a problem, right? You saw that fire on the plane. And I got a call. Sir, your wife is up in the air. There's a fire on the plane. I said, don't tell me that. Don't tell me.
Oh, man, that is genius. All right, anything else? Sir Wife Air is a good one. What about the one where Trump said Melania calls him sir? Let me see how I can do that. It was like, did you see it, First Lady Sir? Let me see if that comes. No, that didn't see it. First Lady Sir. Might have been this one. These are the best.
Come to see us a little while later. They said, sir, Barron, White House doctor, great doctor, Sean. Sir, Barron just tested positive. I said, tested positive for what? For corona. You know, it sounds like.
No, this one's not it. That one would be tough to find because I don't remember the exact context. Where it was like she was supposedly saying something. Yeah, I don't know. All right, let's try like one more. I don't know why it defaults to toilet. That's weird. What about Sir? Disinfectant? Let's see. No, that didn't work. She said, sir. Let's see. That's he said, sir. No, it's not coming up. All right, any other ideas people want me to try? Mr. President, sir. Uh-oh, the website seems to have frozen. Mr. President, sir. Our First Lady said, sir. Nah. This is fact-based, guys. I have never seen as an entertaining a website as this. Sir Melania. Nope, that's not happening. That's not happening. Oh, are we crashing the website? Everybody's doing searches. You have to flush the website. Let's just see if we can find flush. Flush combined with sir. No, that doesn't work. Maybe toilet and sir. Nope. Okay, all right. I think we're done with this. As entertaining as it is. Oh, very large brain. Yeah, that might be a good one. This is a classic.
I won't mention the name of the show recently. And he was saying that China has total respect for Donald Trump and for Donald Trump's very, very large brain. He said, Donald.
That is a classic. That is a classic. Oh, the best words. Let's see. That I'm not seeing. Maybe if I put it in quotes. Ah, the quotes.
Very highly educated. I know words. I have the best words. But there's no better word than stupid. Right? There is none. There is none.
All right. I don't know if it'll find Obama. That's a good question. Let's see. No. But it's probably spelled correctly in the transcript. Would be my guess. Stable genius. Okay, let's see. This is a fascinating website. Don't know why it's not working.
Only ones that don't like my conversation are the ones that never read it, but they heard Shifty Schiff. That's what I call a lie. And because of the fact that he's lying about the President of the United States and as to what the President says, you know, I believe it or not, I watch my words very carefully. There are those that think I'm a very stable genius.
Yeah.
Okay? I watch my words very, very closely.
Extremely stable. It's extremely stable. Oh, yeah, when he mispronounced Motown. Yeah, here it is. That's a classic.
We inherit the legacy of Michigan patriots who gave their blood, sweat, and tears for this beloved nation. This is the state where Henry Ford invented the assembly line. Think of that. It's the place where General Motors, Chrysler, and Kellogg revolutionized entire industries. What a state. Michigan gave us Motown, the Mustang,
Oh, no,
and
that time you pronounced it correctly. That one was correct. Yosemite. All right, this is going to be the last one. This is a real classic. It really keeps you waiting.
Any other fronts. We want every American child to have access to pristine outdoor spaces. When young Americans experience the breathtaking beauty of the Grand Canyon, when their eyes widen in amazement as Old Faithful bursts into the sky, when they gaze upon Yosemites.
All right, okay. We're done with that. That was a good one. That was a very good one. I want to say thank you to Cheryl Hathaway, as well as Tara O'Brien, who just signed up on my website with the coupon code OBAMNA, number 76 and 77. Also, thanks to Jeff in Boston, Doubled Bottom, and a gift from Jeff in Boston, all on Twitch, putting us at 80. We are getting closer to the end of today's material. We are going to do a stream tomorrow. If we get to 100, this is website and Twitch. Both count. Both count, okay? We are very close. Let's not fall short of that goal. Let's not fall short of that goal. Okay, let's get to a few other voicemails because we did get a ton of voicemails during the break. It's actually shocking how many we got. Troy York, for example.
David Packman, the guy you had fill in, I believe his name was Farron's Cousins or something like that. I can honestly say you would have been better off basically not having this guy on.
Oh.
And you would have been better off simulcasting your program with
Simul,
the host of the Majority Reports.
Well, Sam was also
Sam
on vacation.
Cedar.
Man, Troy York just has no idea what's going on. It's sort of disturbing, quite frankly. Like, just no idea whatsoever what's taking place on this planet. All right, I'm willing to do like 2 more Whitney ones, but then we've really got to pull it.
Hi, David. This is Whitney. I read the watched it. I watched the YouTube video.
Did she say she read YouTube?
Where I was public speaking incorrectly. I didn't watch all of it just because I have this like unrational fear of my own voice. But what I did do is I did find somebody who's a really good public speaker. And I know it's like kind of irrelevant to some stuff.
Okay. And then Whitney also chiming in again.
Hi, this is Whitney again. But I just thought of like one more thing just because I feel like it's pretty relevant in today's society with like, all the sex change operations that are going on and stuff is just like how crazy therapy is in general.
Oof.
For somebody to...
A lot of like anti-therapy stuff I'm noticing with Whitney. Like a crazy, crazy amount. See if I've got anything else interesting for you guys. Oh, thanks to Andrew AVR Drums for signing up on my website. New member number 81. Guys, we might be about to do it. Richbird Nation, Tioxial, and But It's My HIPAA have signed up via Twitch Prime, putting us at 84. But It's My HIPAA says, what was the name of the site with the Trump clips? It is FactBase. You go to FactBase, you go to search, and you go to Donald Trump. Oh, interesting. You can search other presidents. Oh, it's just Biden and Trump. Okay. All right, I got it. Fair. Okay, very good. Let's see if we've got a couple other interesting voicemails. Normal ones, as I like to say. What do I have here?
David, sir, have you noticed ever since Trump, there's a debasement in language? For example, he would always use the word cyber, not as an adjective, but as a noun. And now intelligent people, including yourself, use it as a noun.
When did I use cyber as a noun? I don't remember doing that at all. Maybe I did, but I don't know. Eric from Mass continued calling in through my vacation.
Hey, David, it's Eric from Mass. I got some interesting scientific evidence for you. I think you're going to enjoy it. Everyone will enjoy it on your site. The root cause of cancer is oxygen deficiency, which creates an acidic state in the human body.
Okay, we're moving on. Those statements have not been evaluated. Yeah. Let's see what else we've got here. Man, actually, Eric called in constantly.
Hey, David, Eric from Mass. The Lancet report, which you love, the Lancet people just came out and admitted it's a pandemic of the vaccinated. Pandemic of the vaccinated.
That is not what they said. He's continuing.
Hey, David, it's Eric from Mass. The FDA documents have been released, and it ain't good. I'm sure you'll cover it up or ignore it. I won't talk about it.
I can never find any of the supposed documents he refers to, ever.
Hey, David, it's Eric from Mass. You checked the FDA website yet? The cover-up is worse than the crime. You are probably scrambling to think, what am I going to say? Oh, I'm going to pretend like I didn't know. I'm going to pretend like I was just saying these were guidelines.
Oh, my God. What is he talking about?
Hey, David, Eric from Mass. It's worse than it looks. 150,000 adverse reactions in the first 3 months, and you fucking covered this up. I hope they arrest you.
Me? Why would I get arrested? Everything you're saying is a lie.
Hey, David, Eric from Mass. Bill Gates is being tried for murder due to the vaccines over in India. You can look it up. The file documents are there, the court's transcripts.
What? Let's Bill Gates tried for murder, India. No, that's a false claim. It's also a 1.5 year old story. Wow. What on earth is this guy talking about? I just don't even know the origins of these stories. Eric Christie has just signed up on my website and is new member number 85. Also, Leon Evelon and Justin Andrew Watson signing up via Twitch. Guys, we are 87% of the way there. Actually, that would be a good search to do. Oranges. Nope, it's not there. Maybe they have it. Yeah, that's funny. See, the website really should track it the way Trump says it. You know? That would make a lot more sense, I think. Let's see if we can get this to play.
Which is finished. It's totally finished. No collusion, no obstruction. I hope they now go and take a look at the oranges of the investigation, the beginnings of that.
Man, it is remarkable how desensitized we were to this insanity before, because in watching it now, it seems so much crazier. So much crazier. Because it was happening daily. I think that was why we were sort of desensitized to it. Okay, couple other voicemails. I do have a lot of stuff here. Here's a foreign caller. Let's take a listen.
Hey, David. Love the show. I only started watching it a few months ago, and I was wondering, how is it even possible for Democrats to win the House without election reform? And can't the Republicans redistrict themselves to a House majority?
Oh, my God.
Hey, David. Love the show. I was just wondering that...
Okay. And they call back again.
Hi, David. I was just wondering, is it even possible for Democrats to win over the House, considering redistricting? And...
Okay. Then called back again.
Hey, David. I was just wondering, is it even possible for Democrats to win the House of Representatives?
Man, it's the same question every voicemail. That's unusual. You don't usually see that. Interesting. Interesting. Let me see if I've got anything else interesting for you guys. No, I think that's probably good on voicemails. Okay, all right. I see enough people asking about the 5-day quarantine. Let me see about that. So CDC 10-day to 5-day isolation. CDC changes isolation guidelines. Okay, let's take a look at that. I actually don't know if this is based on science or if this is based on economics. Let's take a look here. CDC cuts. Oh my God. All right. Let's try a different one. Let's look at the actual CDC. Okay, better. That's weird. I do pay for the New York Times. I guess I'm not logged in that browser. No, but it said my free articles. I don't know. Okay. CDC updates and shortens recommended isolation and quarantine period. This is actually a big deal. Hold on, is this even on the screen properly? Yeah, it is. Given what we currently know about COVID-19 and the Omicron variant, CDC is shortening the recommended time for isolation from 10 days for people with COVID to 5 days if asymptomatic, followed by 5 days of wearing a mask when around others. The change is motivated by science, demonstrating the majority of transmission occurs early, generally in the 1 to 2 days prior to the onset of symptoms and the 2 to 3 days after. Therefore, people who test positive should isolate for 5 days. If asymptomatic, they can leave isolation if they can continue to mask for 5 more days to minimize infecting others. The CDC is updating recommended quarantine period for those exposed. This is actually relevant to my run-in with Omicron, which I will detail later in the week. CDC is, okay, for people who are unvaccinated or more than 6 months out from the second dose, or 2 months after J&J, and not boosted, CDC recommends 5 days of quarantine followed by strict mask use. If a 5-day quarantine is not feasible, it is imperative that an exposed person wear a well-fitting mask at all times for 10 days. Individuals who have received their booster do not need to quarantine it following an exposure, but should wear a mask for 10 days after the exposure. For all those exposed, the best practice includes a test 5 days after. If symptoms occur, individuals should immediately quarantine until a negative test confirms symptoms are not attributable to COVID. The science of this seems, I don't want to say it's shaky. I want to say that it's cloudy. And this to me seems more economic. When you look at what's been happening in healthcare facilities and to airlines as a result of people being off for 10 days, this smells to me of being at least as economic as it is health related. You guys tell me if you agree or disagree. Data from South Africa and UK demonstrate vaccine effectiveness against infection for 2 doses is approximately 35%. The booster restores effectiveness to 75%. Okay. Well, that's the big news. Shortened quarantine period. Shortened quarantine period. Did airlines request this? I know healthcare facilities did. I don't know if airlines also did. I want to say thanks to M. Slez or Ms. Les, as well as Micro Kimmy and Paco Taco for the Twitch Prime subscriptions. Also, a big thank you. Oh no, I guess that's it. Okay. All right, let me remind everybody what we've got coming up over the next couple of weeks. I actually have a few announcements to make. First of all, tomorrow. Oh, wait a second. Where is my... God, where did that... I don't know where this stuff is. Wait, websites. Pacman Live YouTube. Pacman Live, here it is. Okay. Tomorrow is the rescheduled viewer town hall. We were going to do this on December 14th. We are doing it tomorrow because I had technical issues and I had bandwidth issues and I had all sorts of different things when I was traveling. So the town hall is tomorrow. It's only going to stream on Pacman Live. So I know there are people tomorrow who are going to go on the regular channel and say, where's the town hall? There are people who are going to be on Twitch saying, where's the town hall? The town hall will only be on the new YouTube channel, Pacman Live, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. If we get to 100, guys, we're almost there. It would be really embarrassing if we don't get to 100. If we get to 100, I will also do a stream at 4 or 5 Eastern, an hour or two, on all of the platforms leading up to the town hall. And today I announced the best citrus fruit that exists, which is the Satsuma mandarin. I will also unbox one on tomorrow's stream. Some people call it peeling it. I call it unboxing it. Okay? So that's if we get to 100, and by God, I really hope that we do it. Next week, January 6th, Donald Trump is going to be doing a press conference from Mar-a-Lago on the 1-year anniversary of the Trump riots. We will be covering that live. That's next week, January 6th. And then in addition to that, this is by request. You guys have asked for this. On Tuesday, January 11th, we are doing the next and the first of the 2022 year, David Pacman Show chess tournament. It is going to be explosive. It is going to be explosive. And let me see actually if I have a link set up yet. Not yet. Okay, I'll give you more information about that when we get closer. But that's going to be really great. Everybody's invited. It's friendly. It's going to be absolutely great. I'm going to see if I can get some. We should see if Ben Feingold is willing to play. We should see if Levi Rosman wants to play. We should get some people involved. I'm actually going to make a note to reach out to some big chess people tomorrow. Chess tournament invites, and we'll see if we can get some major people playing. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. I think it would be great. I want to say thank you to El Fidel Trump and Straight Man Ha for contributing via Twitch Prime. We are at 92. Maybe Stephen Kenneth Destiny Benell II will play. That would be great. But guys, I don't know if we're going to make it because I'm basically done with everything I had for today. And we're still 8 short of locking in a stream for tomorrow. Let's just do it. That's my advice. It would not be good if we got so close and failed. Maybe Magnus will play. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Would I be willing to participate in the chess tournament while in a hot tub? Probably not. Probably not. Oh, by the way, people asking for my take on the use of slurs. I'm against it. I don't use slurs. And I know that a lot of this relates to the Hassan thing. I've already said, I don't use, or I try to avoid using any terms that pejoratively group people by race. I just don't like the terms. I don't think it's a productive term. I don't think it's useful. And that's what it is. And I know people are saying, well, it's not really about race anymore. Or what? Come on, guys. Come on. Let's find ways to express ourselves, including frustration, including anger or whatever, with words that are not pejorative race-based groupings. That's it, guys. That is it. I do want to say thank you to Sandra Bryan, who just signed up on my website with the coupon code Obama. And I also want to say thanks to Zeno the Stranger for gifting 10 subscriptions via Twitch, which locks in tomorrow's stream. Oh, also thanks to Lindsay Backstrom, who just signed up at joinpacman.com. Very, very important, and new member number 104. So with that, we have locked in a stream tomorrow. I'm ready to stream all the way through up to and including New Year's Eve. So live stream tomorrow between 4 and 5 Eastern, subsequent town hall at 6 p.m. Eastern, and we'll try to go for another stream on Wednesday. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. Great to be back, and we'll see everybody tomorrow.